Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Sam, or Chaotic, and welcome back to another GTA 5 video here on my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the next update for GTA Online and some up-and-coming content. And straight away you might be questioning, why are we discussing the next update already? The Doomsday Heist update was only released a few days ago, and whatever this next update is going to be, it won't be coming out for at least a few months. Well, by the looks of things, a Rockstar employee has already leaked a load of details about this next update. And this is a very similar situation to the one we had last year, where another Rockstar employee on 4chan leaked the entire Bikers update and the import and export update literally weeks before anyone else, and well before Rockstar had even announced it themselves. It was an absolutely crazy time, and if any of you guys were playing GTA 5 then and were following the information, you may recall that when the information was first shared around on 4chan, most people believed it to be fake, simply because, especially with the import and export updates, the content the guy had leaked just didn't seem realistic. We had stuff like rocket-powered vehicles, a car with a parachute, and much more, and obviously at the time, we had never seen any special vehicles in-game, so it was believed to be fake, and then of course, just a few weeks later, Rockstar announced the import and export update with a load of crazy special vehicles in-game. Since then though, we haven't really heard much from this person, and no one really knows why. Maybe he was found out, maybe he was fired, who knows? But by the looks of things, there is another Rockstar employee now on the block leaking information once again, and I'll explain later on why it's not the same person. But this person has a Twitter account they're named Legit Leaks with the handle Legit Leaks GTA, which straight away you might question and believe this can't be real. But going through his tweets, he leaked a load of information about some of the past updates we've had, including the Doomsday Heist updates, Smuggler's Run, and Gunring, literally months before any other leaks or announcements were made about these updates. So for example, back in May, he posted this tweet. So, how will you be customizing your jets in GTA Online this summer, putting final touches on your hangar interior? So in this tweet, he of course is referring to the Smuggler's Run update with the ability of purchasing a hangar, jets, and the ability to then customize these jets in the hangar. But the most impressive part about this being, this tweet was made at the start of May, months before the release of Smuggler's Run. In fact, this was posted before the update before Smuggler's Run, Gunring. But this tweet went completely unnoticed, which is pretty crazy to think about. In fact, I think it only had one like. But it wasn't the only tweet he posted at the time leaking information. He also said, wanted levels will resume as normal if you sign off as a gunrunner whilst in Fort Zancudo. Also prepare your e-wallets as hangars and jet customizations won't be cheap. So again, this person knew back in May that you'd have the option to purchase a hangar in the Fort Zancudo military base and you wouldn't have a wanted level when you enter, but if you start shooting, you'd then be given a wanted level. But you may have noticed in these tweets, he has used the hashtag gunrunning. Of course, none of this was included in the gunrunning updates, but in Smuggler's Run instead, the update after gunrunning, and I'll explain what that is in a few moments. There's one other tweet though that he shared in late August this time, tweeting TezFunds2, one of the other leakers in the community. He said, our Christmas present has been anticipated by you lot for almost 4 years. Hashtag Merle. Now in case you guys don't know what this means, he's basically referring to the Mount Chiliad Merle. Basically the mural on Mount Chiliad, which shows a number of tunnel systems inside the mountain as well as a jetpack, is a reference to the Doomsday Heist update. But it was originally going to be a single-player expansion. It was supposed to be released back in 2014, but was cancelled. And as I'm sure you guys know, if you've been following all the news and the information that's been going around the community over the past few weeks and months, we didn't know about the Doomsday Heist update until literally a week ago. Until then, we thought this update was going to be a hipsters-themed update, but somehow, back in late August, this person, whoever he is, knew the update coming out in December would be the Doomsday Heist update. So in case any of you guys doubted this guy from the previous tweets and simply took those as lucky guesses, I think this final one right here confirms this person is either a Rockstar employee or knows someone at Rockstar directly. Either way, I think it's safe to say this guy knows stuff, but it's just crazy to think he's been leaking this information for months and no one knew until now. And over the past few days has shared a number of tweets revealing some clues and some leaks. He started off with this tweet on December 14th, a photo of what appears to be a concrete fountain with the text, "Clue of the day 1 out of 2, #hunt for Blue April." Now I'm sure, like myself, many of you guys will look at this and will have no idea exactly what this means. It is certainly a very cryptic tweet, but there are a few guesses we can make. Now, to be honest, I'm not really too sure what #hunt for Blue April means, but I'm guessing April might be the release month of this update, which would kind of make sense, seeing that right now, the amount of content we have unreleased in the game from Doomsday Heist should take us up until the middle to the end of March. So if Rockstar are going to release another update before they release Red Dead Redemption 2 in spring of 2018, it's most likely going to be released in April. As for the fountain though, I'm not really too sure exactly what this means or is supposed to be referencing, but if we take a look at the second clue, you guys might get a better idea. And the second clue is this, a photo of a bridge with the text, "Clue of the day 2 of 2, #hunt for Blue April." Now straight away there's one thing that comes to mind, that being a map expansion where Rockstar add a new island into the game and there is a bridge going from one map to the other. And as much as we'd love to see an update like this adding a whole new island into the game, I just cannot see it happening. But what else could these clues mean? So let's say for a second, these are hinting towards a map expansion. In case you guys didn't know, back in 2014 and 2015, sections of Liberty City, GTA 4's map, were found in the GTA 5 game files. And connecting that to the two clues we had, well, in the first clue, we had a photo of a fountain, and in GTA 4's Liberty City, there's a fountain in-game which is quite famous. It's the Castle Gardens Park fountain. Here's a photo of it right now in the video. And as for the second clue, which shows a photo of a bridge, that could be referencing either a bridge going from one map to the other, or the bridges that we have in Liberty City. But like I said, it just seems very unlikely for Rockstar to be adding a map expansion into the game at this point, especially with it now being over 4 years old. But then again, GTA 5 is still massively popular. In fact, this year was more successful than any of the previous 3 years in terms of the number of players playing the game and the amount of money that Rockstar made from the game from microtransactions. And of course, don't forget that next year, 2018, will be the 10th anniversary for GTA 4 as well. Anyway, but going back to the tweets, so the day after, on December 15th, he then shared this. So as no one figured out last night's hint, tonight we have a continuation from last night's clue, 1 of 2, #hunt for Blue April. Now supposedly that right there is a clue. If it even is one, I just cannot see what the clue is, but he then follows up with this tweet, "Clue of the day 2 of 2, #hunt for Blue April," with this photo. Again, a rather bizarre one. It looks to be a person wearing a British flag as a kilt, and again, if this is a clue, I just cannot see exactly what this means or is referencing. The only relevance I can see here is the kilt, which is a Scottish clothing item, and Scotland being the home of Rockstar North, and is the location of the main development studio for GTA 5. So the first two clues very well could have been hinting towards a map expansion, but as for those last two clues, I have absolutely no idea at this point. But he then continues on yesterday on December 16th with this tweet, "Sidetracking from our current game and this stupid phone keyboard, just gonna drop y'all some names. Vapid Dom Classic, Vapid Dom Sturgis, Vapid Jupiter, Fister Operator, Willard Marbella, Declasse Merit S, Declasse Saber Classic, and Western Hellfury, #not soon, #drunk, #it's the weekend." So in this tweet, he just straight up leaks 8 new vehicles, with many of these by the sounds of things being classic or retro vehicles. Which, interestingly enough, based upon some other information that's been shared around the community over the past few weeks and months, could be the theme of our next update coming to GTA Online, the Hipsters themed update. But then several hours later he tweeted this, "Please remind me to never drink and tweet again. Don't think I did too much damage, but there could still easily be blowback. It's important you know those haven't even been assigned yet, and those names are not finalized, it's just a few models." This tweet continues on to a second one where he states, "To better understand, we designed vehicles for 2 different categories, DLC vehicles designed to fit into a specific theme for a DLC, and fills that we sprinkle on top to make it more substantial. Fills are designed all the time and kept around to be added whenever we need them. to which he added, "Those were just fills, and I wouldn't hold my breath for them. They are coming, but those decisions are made somewhere else, and it could be added to any DLC depending on what the strategists decide is best. Some of them have been waiting to be used for fills for over a year." So those 8 vehicles then he listed in the earlier tweet have been made already and could be released at any time, but as he states, they are just filler vehicles. So they haven't been made for any particular update and could be released at any time separately. But either way, by the sounds of things, he works in the content development department, and he responds to a tweet yesterday saying this: "Most of the time, we're just commissioned to produce content within a specific deadline. The Smuggler's Run stuff I worked on, like the hangars and some of the plane customizations, had the same deadline as the gunrunning stuff, so I always thought it would be part of the same update." So earlier on then, when I talked about those tweets he made back in May, where he used the hashtag gunrunning for the Smuggler's Run content, that's because when he was working on the content itself, it was all made alongside the gunrunning content, so he presumed it was all part of the same update. Anyway, but there we go then guys. With that being said, that's all the information I have to share with you guys in today's video. Certainly some interesting information, and I guess over the next few days and weeks, this guy is definitely the person to watch on Twitter, because who knows, he may share some more information about this next update, whatever it may be. At the moment, those clues he's made certainly makes it seem like it's a map expansion, but if you guys have any ideas on what this could be, of course let me know right now by leaving a comment. If you guys could also drop a like as well on this video, it would of course be greatly appreciated, and it helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then make sure you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.